Hi guys, okay, so today I'm going to be talking about weapons, weapon types, levels of weapons, repairs, damages, perks, that sort of thing. So just a bit of an introduction into weapons. If you don't know much, if you do know much, you might get something out of it. There's lots and lots of things with weapons. I'd get one guy realised that he was running the wrong perks. He wasn't a rifleman. He was actually in commando. That's just typically the sort of questions I'm getting asked. So yeah, I'm going to try and do as many as I can. On my system, I can do about 30 minutes, up to 30 minutes. So if I go over, I'll do it on sort of the second video. But I've written down what I think everybody should know, and then we'll go through anything from there. So I do have some other videos on the channel, such as ammo, how to craft it, where to get it, that sort of thing. So I'll try and touch as much as I can in this video anyway. Okay, so to begin with, there's my character, as you can see, and I've got a melee weapon. So the melee's weapons are great for sort of close combat. You have to sort of hit the enemy. You haven't got much room to do, but these don't use ammunition. So it's a good thing. It's a sort of good weapon to carry with you if you're running sort of low stock on ammo, or you haven't got much stuff scrap wise to be able to produce loads of ammo. Um, and there's a set of perk cards that you're going to need if you are going to do the melee builds. Yeah, there's quite a few that you're going to have to set up if you are doing this sort of build. They are good fun melees, should I say? Typically, there we are. So we got Slugger, that one there, two-handed melee weapons, plus 20% damage. So think about your builds, how you're going to do it, how you're going to set it up. Uh, is dependent on what damage you're going to get from your weapon. The other weapons I've got right now, I've got heavy build machine gun, 50 cal. This one has got quite a good range in it. I haven't set any of the perk cards up on this one. You can see that this one's called a Berserker. So damage increases as much as 50% as my damage resistance decreases. So these are sort of the legendary weapons. Legendaries are sort of 1 star, 2 star, and 3 star. You get these dropped at events. You can craft them from plans. You get them as rewards. You can trade them. You can buy them from vendors. You can buy from other players. And yeah, that's the sort of differences on there. There's quite a few things on the stats on basically every weapon. You can see on this one it's level 45 3 star if you look on the left hand side. Condition. So as you're using a weapon more, this one you can see it's almost full. If I go to another weapon I've got, for example the Tesla, you can see condition is right out. So this one is actually broken. Um, when weapons make a noise, you'll hear it make a like a big clunk noise. It will tell you that you can't use that weapon anymore. It needs a repair. You can either use repair kits, um, basic repair kits, which keep the condition up to sort of standard, or improve, which gives you sort of twice as long before it needs repairing. You've also got perk cards when you're crafting to make them last longer as well. Um, okay, so this one is under intelligence. Okay, so you've got sort of this one here. Oops, go back to that. Okay, so you've got gunsmith, which makes it so the guns break a lot slower. You can craft higher guns. So that's a good one to have on your intelligence. And you can also, there's another one which when you're crafting, they actually last longer. So you can see this one, Crafticate energy guns have improved durability. So there's quite a lot of perk cards depending on how you use your weapons. Okay, I'll just show you a few of the weapons which are pretty kick-ass. I like the sound of. So you've got this one, which is the Alien Disruptor, and it makes such a good sound. So that one, can you see that damage then was 21? It's actually gone into. So when I shot him then, because I'm set up as a commando build, you can actually see commando. If I've got automatic weapons, it comes in as plus 20 damage. I've got a few of the perk cards for that one. Oh, he's come over to us. Okay, so that gets boosted because of my perk cards. If I was to use a heavier gun, like this one, light machine gun, that's classed as the heavy range. If you don't know what weapons are classed as, it is pretty straightforward. You can go to your weapons workbench, and if you click on craft, see if you find somebody else. Okay. So yeah, you can go to energy guns, so you can see all different ones, which classes energy. Alien Blaster, Disintegrator, that's one I just used. Circuit Breaker, Minigun. So you can see all the different names there, and then heavy guns, 50 cal, that's what I used earlier. Violator. So you can see light machine gun. So that one's classed as a heavy gun. You will find that if you're using power armors. Okay. So let's just put the power armor down. Let's do it again. So if I'm using a power armor, once I get in there, there's other perk cards which are made to give you more of a boost. Going to this one, he says stabilize, like this one here. So perk cards in power armor, heavy guns gain excellent accuracy, so they don't sort of blast around, and ignore 45% armor. So that's a really good perk card to have that. So when you hear about people talking about builds, things like that, what they're meaning is what perk cards they're actually using. Okay, so you've got the other perk cards under strength, and you'll see on this one, heavy guns weighing less, gaining more resistance firing a heavy gun. You can see heavy gunner there. Okay, so it's all dependent on what gun you're using, depending on what sort of power output. It's also dependent on the perk cards. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So I've got machine gun here. This one's nice weapon because if you just watch this, it fires really quick. I think this one's got an extra perk on it, which is bullets explode for 20% weapon damage. Weapon damage. Right, okay. So yeah, this one is going to give you sort of an area damage. You'll see. This one is really quick, so that's a nice one to use. Got another one which is a heavy weapon here. This is an end game weapon. This one's bullets explosion, 90% weight damage, well, better weight. So this one's a legendary. This one is quite good to use. So you use this in a power armor. Okay, so we'll just fire this away. Actually, look at that. I think I've used up all the bullets already. This one is... Okay, so this one, it's quite good, this one. It uses the what's called 2mm rounds. You will use a lot of lead up if you do this one, but it is pretty cool to sort of fire. It's got 625 capacity, so you can blast away like mad. So if you're doing an event, say against the super mutants, which need a lot of damage going to them, then this is sort of weapon to use. So you're going to use sort of this with a power armor, that sort of thing. Fixers. Okay, so these are an extra weapon, which is a rifle. It's automatic, and also these do generate a stealth field, sneaking speed. So this one will actually, when you're using it, will actually make you invisible. So this is a great little weapon to use. You can get out of the way, nobody's looking at you, nobody can see you. You've got a long distance on this one. I'll look at that now. A range 174, fire rate of 98. It's automatic. Holds 25. You do have quad ones as well, which will hold a lot more. Okay, that's accuracy. Okay, so that's another thing that we've got in weapons. As you can see, it's a bit of a minefield because there's so many things to think about when you're choosing weapons, and I'm not even showing you any of the modifications yet. Okay, so let's go to this one next. This one's a nice heavy gun. So this one is a locomotive. So it's a recoil compensated railway rifle with bullets exploding as well. So this one is really nice. I like this. I've actually put some sights on this as well. So let's just give it a blast. Get recoil on that. I think if I took the recoil out. Recoil compensating stock. So yes, I have this one. You can see on the right hand side where it says current mods, you can see there's a bit of a spring on that. When I say mods, I'll just show you that briefly. You go to weapons workbench and then you press Y to modify. Okay, let's go to that railway rifle. So that's one there. And if I press the A to modify, and you'll see that one is recoil compensating stock. So that's one that I've already got on there. That's your standard one. You can see on the right hand side the stock is just wooden, and then that one's got a spring. So I don't know what it's like with a standard stock. It's probably mad. Should we do it? Yeah. Okay, let's load it up now. So the other one went well up in the air quite quick. Let's do it again. Yeah, so. Oh, it's a great weapon, this. It's good for PvP as well, this one. I've been attacked a few times with PvP and they've got me because I've used this. Magic. Okay, heavy guns again. Cryolator. This one's quite good. So Cryolator, what's that about? Okay, this is this glass. Icy cold cryo cells. This one's got plus 300% ammo capacity. So before I was talking about like the quads, these ones you can see its capacity is 100, so normally it'd be 25. So you got they are on the right hand side, quad legendary mod. So it's going to give you a lot more capacity to fire weapons without having to reload. So it's pretty straightforward to reload. In fact, I haven't got enough to reload on this, but all you basically do, you press the X button. Let's do it with another one. Okay, I'd say, let's do another great gun. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll fire this off and then we'll reload it. And that one, I got to the end and reloaded itself, or I can reload it halfway through as well. I tend to reload weapons when I'm in events, and you do the first wave and then you get them in between. That's why I reload them. Okay, it's nice this. So I know some people get upset when you're doing events and you're blasting away. I'm looking in the bottom right. Can you see my little thing where it says AP above it? Okay, I'm gonna have to have a drink. Let's have a juice. just have some purified water. So this is a slice of birthday cake as well. That's running out of condition with that. All right, okay. So basically, I filled up my meters there. Right, let's go back to weapons. Okay, so we've got nuclear launcher. So you've got loads of area damage. It will go quite far, this one. Put your power armor on with this. Get all your perks up for heavy guns. Get faster. What's it called? There's, I think, a faster reload as well on this one. Bullet shield, that sort of thing. There, heavy guns reload 30% faster. So get a lock and load on, and you're going to be blasting away. Not many things are going to be damaging you, apart from maybe yourself. But there is some cards as well, some perk cards, which will give you defense against explosions. You can see that one there, fireproof. That's quite good. Look at that. Take 45% less damage from explosions and flame types, which I think includes yourself. Okay. Right. What else have I got? That's nice. All right. Okay. Another heavy gun here. So I seem to be choosing lots of heavy guns, even though I don't use power armors that much. So this one's quite good because this one, it makes a funny sound when it gets on target. I did use this earlier to get some nuke cards. There's basically some helicopters which fly over, and if you knock them out, you get some of these nuke cards. So this is really good when things are flying up in the air. I'm trying to see what I can see there. There is another mod you can have with the missile launchers, so you can actually some better sights. In fact, should we just have a look? Ah, there we are. This guy here. There's two. Let's just sneak up and take out. Ah, there's that sound. Oops, actually killed them both. Yes. Right, okay, so that's the missiles, weapons. Okay, so there's that railway rifle with some sights on. You can see how far you can go on these, which is quite good. A thing to note as well is on perk cards you actually have perception, which the higher perception the more you can actually see, all the enemies. Okay, weapon wise, this is my weapon which I normally use. So this is a Tesla, see that one there, and currently it's broken, so I'm just going to touch on that a second. What I need to do is go back to my workbench, so let's just see, a bit of a jetpack, if you like jetting around. Okay, so what you got with weapons, you've got the levels of weapons. So you saw earlier let's just see which one. The fixer. Okay, so this one was here. Okay, so if I'm looking at this, I'm on level 50 for this one, and damage is 108. So when you are crafting, you're going to get some differences, or as you're going up in the levels, there's going to be some differences on the levels. Okay, so fixer. If I was to build this, I can do it at 20, 30, 40, and 50. And can you see the difference there where it says damage? Okay, on the left hand side there. Okay, so if I was to go for a level 20, I'm not going to get as much damage out of it. So that's a 57, and then 108 for a regular one. Level 50, which I am. So, yeah, so you're going to see a difference on there, on levels. To make a weapon, you're going to need a plan. Now, these here, I can make that one, I can make that one, but can you see on the right hand side, required perks, gunsmith? So let me put that on, gunsmith. And gunsmith is on intelligence. Okay, so let's just find that. Gunsmith level 5, and then if we go back to machines, weapons there, machine guns, that's available to me now. Black powder pistol. And then you've got the rifle, bow, that sort of thing. And that one, you see, that's actually, you can start that one from level 1. So, yeah, go for a recon rifle. Okay, so you've got levels. So you're going to need plans. Plans you're going to get from event drops. You're going to get them from buying from vendors. You're going to get them from doing your dailies, get the workshop, that sort of thing. So you're going to get them from everywhere. If you do get a weapon you don't want, it's a couple of things you can do. You can go to scrap item. Just change that actually. So that should be able to. Let me make a weapon and then scrap it. Okay, so I can make a baseball bat, and if I didn't want it anymore, I can go to here, scrap items, and then you can see baseball bat there. I can do A to scrap. Okay. So you can either scrap weapons or you can sell them at vendors. The vendors are at the railway stations. You'll see like this one here, Morgantown Station. They are scattered about in the map. Or you can put them for sale in your camp as well. You can see there's the slots. I've got a few for sale there, for caps. Everything sells, as long as the price is okay. Okay, repairing. So my Tesla weapon, you can see there. Okay, so the condition of that is goosed. So I can either repair it as a workbench repair by pressing X, or I can do that repair kit which I showed you earlier. You get the repair kits from the Atom shop. I'll show you that. That's the utility. See repair kits. You can just buy them as 1 or as 40, or there is some of the events which is scorched earth down at the bottom there. You can see the blast zone there. One of them was happened earlier. If you do that event, you need to be sort of level, I think 40 or 50 to do it. You can be as low level as you want, but you probably won't last very long. But if you do that and it is successful, everything happens, you do get some scrap kits, which I've got a few of. You can see scrap, sorry, not scrap kit, repair kits. Actually, it's where are my repair kits? Aid. Okay, I might have some in here actually. Under misc. Ah, they are basic repair kits. Yeah, so under miscellaneous, you'll see them. They do pop up there. They do weigh sort of 0.1, so you don't need to carry too many. These are the ones, I think the better one I got through doing an event. Okay. In fact, I can go to this. So you can repair the repair kits, or let's just go back to it. Tesla, Y2 thing, and then X. You can actually do what we call workbench repair. You can see there you've got certain things which you need to have: crystal shards, adhesive, that sort of thing. You can repair it up to normal standard, or there is another perk card you can have under intelligence. When you're using it, it will actually give you improved durability. So let's just have a look. Quite shaky, isn't it? There you are. So weapon artisan. Okay, so when you repair it at workbench, you can have it up to 200% in normal maximum condition. I couldn't see it before because so W. Right, there we are. So if I put that on now, and I go to here, and then I do that repair on my fixer. So you can see regular stuff like that one there, where it says CND above level 50 on the left hand side. Okay, now if I go to this one and then repair it, so Y, Xbox repair, okay, and then you can see it's got yellow and it's got white in there. So what happens is it'll go down the white bit and then it'll then go on the yellow bit as well. So it'll last you twice as long. Okay, so repairs. Right, okay, now some weapons are worth a lot more than others. There is some websites out there that you can actually sell some of the better guns, the ones that are is after. The ones with like this one here, which has got sort of flame or barrels, that sort of thing. They're quite difficult to get hold of. You can get hold of them, just take a while, or you can go and buy on the internet. So you can actually sell these things for cash. Microsoft don't like it. They own Bethesda. Yeah, so that's sort of thing you can do. So you can make money from Fallout. Yeah. Crafting. Okay, so I think what I need to do is, this video is coming to the end now. I'll make another video on how to craft and all that. So yeah, if you want to watch that next video, I'll rename it part 2, and then you can see the same thing. Alright, okay, thanks for watching.